Alright, then how do I... Oh my god, I gotta go through a bunch of places until... I gotta go...
Mr. Wright.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Hey, you Professor back here. Why are you back here? What are you doing?
Bye.
Goodbye. March 21st, Wright and Co. law offices. Bye!
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
I mean, the defense is here, but,
I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss One Comma?
I don't know.
How would he know that, Judge?
Why are you asking me?
Look, you guys hang out a lot. I just figured that you probably know. Like,
I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me?
Ms. Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery.
Okay, can we get the playback on that? She was shot in her right shoulder and is undergoing surgery. So she learned from her dad to, remove the bullet.
Good on Francesca, okay? Good on her. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Farewell by Turnabout. We are in the middle of a cross-examination with Mr. Gumshoe. I believe the cross-examination is determining why the police decided to arrest Unguard. So, take it away, KV. Or don't take it away, that's fine too.
I was busy.
He's dead.
No.
No, he's
Sometimes I still
look,
hear his voice.
Look, he's probably contemplating on what's gonna happen to him once he's fired, man. Like, what is he gonna do with the rest of his life?
I haven't thought that far ahead, pal. Me and God and Juan Corrida were huge rivals of each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for evidence, it's a German ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja costume and was found in Mr. Angard's hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant brought the knife for the crime, which means this was a premeditated murder.
Uh-huh.
So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing.
It was sort of a sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir.
Ra, it's time to wake up.
I was taking my government-mandated break. Leave me alone. Anyway, knife. Literally looks like a butter knife with ketchup on it. But it bears the victim's blood and on guard's fingerprints. In the grip, Gatewater is engraved.
It's gold.
Who engraves a butter knife? You can buy them for like $3 at IKEA.
Probably a fancy hotel that doesn't care that they had 2 murders happening out there.
That's fair.
Anyways, here's the button. It looks like one of those phantom masks from Mario.
That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it?
Excuse me.
And what is this button? And this button's also covered in blood?
Yeah, that's why it looks like the phantom mask from Mario. And we know that the blood's on it. It's the victim's blood, sir.
What? Damning Ninja's button. This one also looks like it's covered in ketchup. Was ripped from his costume. Is covered in Corrida's blood. Found in Engard's hakama.
I mean, the blood could be could be pink, you know. I mean, be happy it's actually kind of blood red.
No, that's Teen Titans. The Teen Titans movie is the one that gets away with pink blood.
Oh, I was thinking of Danganronpa because they also do pink blood.
Oh god, they do?
Yeah, they do pink
Oh my
blood.
god.
All you crazy kids and your modern shows and video games. Back in my day, all we had was Mario.
All of this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it?
Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Also, my mistake. I think we're still on the first examination because we got the knife and the ninja button, so I think we're still on the first examination. Ready to give in yet, Wright?
I'll find a hole in your argument somehow.
You can press as hard as you like. Just hurry up with your useful, pointless questions.
Well, okay, don't gotta call me out like this. Okay. You've been gone for like 3 cases. Like,
Oh,
wow,
here we go.
dude.
Alright, here we go. Now the actual testimony. KV?
Wait, I thought I already said this. What? I'm confused.
No, this is a new one, I believe.
Alright.
It is?
But this is the part where you can press stuff.
Oh, I guess
Yeah, I
we
already
can.
said this.
Yeah,
Okay.
what the...
Alright, never mind. I'm losing
I'm
track
trying to
of where's
get you,
going
pal.
on, man. I'm losing track of whatever's going on now.
It's green text. If it's green text, it means I don't read it.
Greens means stop.
Yeah, that's how traffic lights work.
Oh, well, that's stuff we've
I guess that
established,
one.
so.
Wait just 1 second here. Mr. On Guard was beating Mr. Kurita in the popularity polls.
Well, yeah, I guess, but
Which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a rival at all. Which means he had no motive to kill at all.
Yes, I quite agree. Well, detective?
it's not. Well, I guess if you put it that way, then yeah, the defendant would have had no motive.
If you put it...
Detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired.
What? I was fired? No, not you two, sir. Cassandra, sir. That's.
I look forward to your pension negotiations.
Damn, dude!
Holy shit!
No!
Now, detective, let's continue with the testimony.
Not under threat of, like, losing his job, like...
Yeah, my poor pension too.
That's not fair. Like, I mean, the worst thing you can do to a man is make it so he can't pay rent. That's what Phoenix Wright knows.
Detective, if you value your money, I suggest you proceed.
The game's too real.
Yes, sir. We can talk about my pension later, sir.
What about what I was saying? Hello? Bueller? Anyone?
I mean, if you're gonna give me money, then I'll talk. But otherwise, right now, no.
Pay me and I'll talk.
I think we call that a bribe.
Yeah.
I'm desperate.
You know what? You're valid. You're about to get fired and everything.
Do you want a job? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you can be like Maya's assistant. We're doing a lot of investigations. I mean, you have a nice toolkit for it.
You don't pay mine at all. How's she have money to pay me?
I'm pretty sure there's a case where Gumshoe is actually the assistant to Wright. Like, I mean, like...
Oh my God!
Well, no, I mean, it's more like he just kind of hitchhiked with them. It wasn't, like, officially stopped. He just kind of showed up, I think. I don't remember.
No, as far as I'm concerned, it's official. That's my new favorite case. Do we ever confirm if anyone actually saw Mr. On Guard come out of the room or just saw a dude dressed like the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I believe Oldbag...
Am I jumping ahead again?
I believe Oldbag was the one who claimed that she saw On Guard, but, you know, with Ace Attorney being in it, she probably just saw someone in a costume. I think it was Oldbag was the one who claimed she saw, so...
Yeah.
Which we are not gonna talk to her just quite yet, yo.
I don't know. Press everything. I got nothing.
I guess that last statement is probably the thing to press the most.
Who engraves a butter knife, though, honestly?
Was ripped from his costume, is covered in Kurata's blood, was found in... Okay, hold on, sorry.
There is no way this was a premeditated murder, even if he bought the knife.
Stop here. This is impacting enough. Doesn't fool, so it's not great for walking around with either.
Well, this is not good. If the prosecution can prove it was a premeditated murder, we're done for. Phoenix. Yes? There's something very interesting about what the detective said just now. Think carefully before it's too late. A button covered in the victim's blood and a knife with on guard's fingerprints. Be grateful. If the judge were more rash, he would have already pounded his gavel in closing.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should do that.
We're still in a world of trouble. Also, I think he heard you. Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy's weakness. So let's find the weakness in this testimony, no matter how small it may be. Okay, Phoenix?
I am at a loss here, and I'm looking over at the
So-
guide, and I'm also confused as what we have to do, and I'm not sure why we have to do that.
So
Hey, I
I'm
have
gonna-
It has
I have
been
a question.
while. I don't know why.
What kind of butter knife draws out as much blood as the button has?
I know, right?
Okay, can we go to the fact that in his last statement he says he brought the knife with. However, bought the knife for the crime. Oh, dang it.
What were you going
Do
for?
you have a receipt?
Well, I thought he said brought, and I was gonna be like, how could he if it's a Gatewater Hotel knife?
Wait, yeah, if it's a Gatewater Hotel knife, how did you hang on a second.
Well, you know,
That's where I stopped because he said he bought, and I was like, oh, never mind, that makes
for the
sense.
sake of moving this along, only because I am unable to connect the dots. I'm gonna tell you right now, we're supposed to present the knife to this statement.
Oh, hey, cool. I figured it out.
I'm not sure
The
why, but
So if he bought the knife, why does it say Gatewater Hotel? Maybe that's supposed to be how we were supposed to connect the dots there.
I
you know what?
connected
We'll
them.
find out
We haven't
because
connected crap.
I've
Connected them.
We'll find out because I'm unable to connect these pieces.
Wait a second.
What?
So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand?
That's right there. The defendant.
Did not buy this knife.
Wait, how do you know that? Huh? Wait, how? What?
Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about.
You bought it at the hotel? Huh?
It has Gatewater seal set into the handle.
Oh, it really wasn't
is that?
It really wasn't that deep of a thing. Okay, got it.
Gateway. I think I've heard that name somewhere before.
Gumshoe. That's the name of the hotel. The Gatewater Hotel. Where the murder happened.
Uh-oh.
I love Gummy.
The murder knife was actually property of the hotel. Which means this murder was not premeditated.
Rubble, 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 rubble.
Yes, that is very true. If he could have, I mean, Mr. Wright, he could have bought the knife at the hotel. You don't know that.
Do you know a hotel that sells silverware?
A fancy one? My old flame used to go to a hotel like that. He's dead now. This is a very big... What is it, Mr. Edgeworth, other than the fact that you probably know something that we don't know and you're going to tell us right now?
I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless.
What? Don't you shake your finger at me.
I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined.
Pre what now?
Don't worry about it.
Taisa?
Electric night.
Don't worry about it.
Taisa?
Don't worry about it.
Taisa,
We're not
say
doing this
premeditated.
again. We're not doing. Let's just keep moving. We'll be here
Please.
forever.
Say no.
No.
Say it
No.
as
Just move.
premeditated.
Premeditated. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Oh my
You
God.
have it, pal? All right, let's move.
How so?
I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this.
That's it.
The question is, where did this knife come from?
Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Corino's Oh.
Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect.
Oh, I was using my brain for once.
The victim at...
Well, cut that out.
The victim at a last meal before... Ate? Oh. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. You know, I think I've been playing too much Yu-Gi-Oh, so now all the words are just a blur because you read too much in Yu-Gi-Oh. Anyway.
Oh, well, unfortunately, my text box is covering it up, but if I'm not mistaken, there is a bear on the bed.
That's correct.
Oh,
Damn, you're right, Judge. There is a bear on the bed.
There's multiple, in fact. Oh, you mean the knife and fork on the table? I can barely see them. They're so hard to make out. Then, where in the wall did this knife come from?
If it pleases the court, I would like
does
for us
not.
to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt on guard. Oh, it's missing a knife! Whoa, small detail! Especially what was on top of his table. There's something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife. We've investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt on guard's knife was missing. Mr. On guard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven. This was a premeditated murder?
No. Listen. Repeat after me.
What?
Pre. Medi.
Can we not bully
Meta.
about my inability to pronounce English
Yeah.
words, please? Thank you.
The English language is stupid.
English is also not my first language, so I'd rather we not bully about me being unable to pronounce words. Thank you.
Oh, that's fair. I'm sorry.
I get that a lot when I was a kid, so I don't like that. Thank you.
That's fair. My bad.
You're good. I don't mind if it's once in a while, because let me tell you, Galactica was kind of funny. Galaga Galactica was pretty funny, but otherwise, yeah, don't do that.
I thought you were doing it on purpose at this point.
No!
Just to get a rise out of me.
No, I generally am bad at English.
Look, I refuse to pronounce the word chimera the way it's intended because it's stupid.
Wait, you don't
Wait.
say chimera that way?
I say chimera.
That sounds like a Godzilla monster.
Yeah, it does.
Look, it's more fun to say, and it makes more sense to me.
Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction.
It seems like Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning.
He usually does.
This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it.
A motor weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here.
You know, speaking of English struggle, so I've been playing Like a Dragon Ishin, and oh boy, I don't know what was the localization, but like they use some really fancy words, and holy crap, I think you would. I think if you ever play through that game, I think you would also struggle a little bit.
Oh, I can understand why they probably did that, just due to the time period and then
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to mimic. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. I appreciate their attempt to accuracy, but also me struggling because I've never seen these words in my entire life. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court.
Evidence not yet shown? He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence.
So I was talking to my friend the other day, and apparently we're not allowed to do that. Okay. What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright?
He wants you to present an updated autopsy report.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Phoenix, sweetie. The judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here, the gavel of his will be ringing out to the sound of our defeat.
Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court? Even though I was watching this YouTuber who said I'm not that shouldn't be allowed, that all the evidence needs to be submitted before the trial.
I enjoy lawyers playing Ace Attorney because they just kind of fall apart because everything is wrong and incorrect.
I remember seeing like a lawyer that got to the updated autopsy report in the first game, and they're like, "What?
That's not allowed."
That's illegal.
We also do have evidence to present that was not presented to the court yet.
Cool. Then we do. Actually, Judge.
The judge brought it up once. No one listened to him, so he was like, "Oh, okay, I guess that's just the law of the land here. We just allow whatever happens."
Yep.
There's one piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see.
Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. Unless you have an updated autopsy report, then by all means. However, I'm giving you one chance, and only one.
That health bar better be flashing completely.
What the judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here.
If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us.
Oh,
yes!
There you go! The full bar, yo!
Look at that actual consequence. Oh my god.
You may now present one and only one piece of evidence. Not two, not three, not 1.5, just one.
1.5?
Now, I don't know. You could have half a piece of evidence. I don't know. But will you show this evidence to the court? If you have it, that is.
The wine glass. I don't think anyone reported the wine glass.
Even though it was right there in the picture.
Yeah.
This is a wine glass, is it not?
Good eye. Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time.
I believe even, like, Gumshoe? Like, I think they even mentioned Gumshoe never noticed or anything.
This scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser.
Well, yes, I see your points, I think.
However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. For some reason. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do you all have to say?
Well, yes, it is a little peculiar.
Yes, isn't it? I thought it was.
You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now.
Okay,
Mr. Edgeworth, do you have puppy dog eyes?
No.
Oh.
What is
Dang.
it, Your Honor?
Your opinion on the evidence, not the puppy dog eyes. We're over that now.
I wasn't
Are
even
we?
thinking about it, Judge. You don't need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass.
What?
It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example.
Why was it still filled then?
She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. Are her fingerprints on the glass?
That does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright.
Her fingerprints on the glass.
No?
Would Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking?
No?
No, she's too meticulous for this.
If I appear... Sorry.
If I appear weak here, the trial is over.
What is this statement?
Where did you learn? Where did you learn this? Where did you learn this information, right?
What I learned in lawyer school is what I learned in lawyer school is.
I can look for my proof later.
Okay, so we're bluffing. Got it.
For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty.
Point with certainty.
It just might fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table.
You throw the situation on its head yet again, as usual.
I mean, I feel like that's a logical request, but...
Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim?
There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing.
That's your job, not Edgeworth. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it.
Damn it, he's not bluffing.
That's your job, right?
What?
You're not thinking hard enough today, right?
Joke's on you, I don't think at all. Wait, no, hang on, that didn't come
That's
out right.
quite clear, Mr. Wright.
No, listen, take back. I take it back.
Uh-huh.
Wait, no thinking? That's my job. Don't take my job, Mr.
It's
Wright.
his job. Why would you take his job, Edgeworth?
Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice?
I hoped. Then,
Of course, his has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints.
fingerprints.
There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass.
Only one? Well, whose were they?
They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were of one Adrian Andrews. Oh, I see what Wright's probably gonna do now.
What?
Wine glass found next to the victim. It's filled with tomato juice for some damn reason. Bears Andrew's fingerprints.
So, in order to quote-unquote save our client, or at least prolong this, I have a feeling Wright's gonna turn this around and accuse Andrews as the murderer. Just to further prolong this trial. That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright?
I can't believe I fell into another trap.
I can. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Kurita? Yes, Kurita. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser.
What you said just makes a lot of sense.
Now do you see, Wright? You can't change any part of my scenario as it explains everything all too well. I've thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I've come to discover.
Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict.
Unfortunately, I can't allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from.
Oh my god.
Really,
Don't do
Edgeworth?
this. Don't do this, Edgeworth. Another witness?
Edgeworth, you know who this other witness is, are you sure?
He's had a year. He's nulled out. He can handle her now.
Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness.
What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking? I'm glad that I made her sound like Dr. Girlfriend. I'm very happy with this. Oh my god, it's an alien! Right!
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh no.
So, you know what I thought of right now?
This is a random tangent, but in most U.S. court systems, and where this is Japanifornia, in order to become a judge, you have to have been practicing the law for a little bit. So that means at some point the judge was a lawyer.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh my god, look up, she's got a gun!
Oh, he didn't know that she was under the thing.
I don't think he did. Oh, man. God damn it.
I don't have sympathy for you, Edgeworth.
I have a little bit.
I wonder what happened to that composure he had earlier.
Oh, G-Boy, it's what? I've used this for the last month, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me.
I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet? It was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand.
Tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So tonight, I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with the table climb.
Oh, you don't got it. Oh,
You
okay.
can keep that to yourself.
Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all the court needs to know.
Ooh, shush! I'm talking about the edgy wedgie right now. Don't hurt the scraps.
Who let her keep a gun in a court of law?
I'm pretty sure I'm older. No, you're older than me. Who are you calling cramps, madam? Whatever.
Japanifornia is a weird place.
No, please. By all means, interrupt her. Please. Anyway, witness, your testimony, please.
No, please, Edgeworth, continue freaking out. It gives me life.
I hate this.
Man, I have to wonder if when they're doing this case, they're like, okay, Edgeworth's gonna come back, we're gonna have that, and they're like, oh, no, Edgeworth needs to come back right now. Why? Because Franziska von Karma would likely whip herself to death if she had to deal with this witness.
Look, I would have loved to see that too.
It's what they say.
Look, I'm okay with either Francesca or Edgeworth having to deal with Old Bag, okay? We get two different, scenarios here, and I love either one of them.
Hello down there in the grave.
See, the dogs don't like Old Bag either. The dogs are like, please, no. KV, you're better than this. You don't have to voice her. You don't have to. They're trying to save you. They're trying to save you from yourself, KV.
Oh no, these dogs really got him.
The dogs, they're trying to save him. The dogs, they know.
Should we probably stop here while he deals with the dogs? I mean,
The dogs know of the demons.
We are technically over now, so I guess we could always just stop here so we could deal with the dogs.
It sounds like the dogs are telling us to stop here. I'm sorry, YouTube. The dogs say stop.
We'll get back to this in the next video.
I was trying to ask Prosecutor Van Zeeks how he would deal with this witness.
Uh-huh.
When we'll find out on the next video.
See you then!